we're reconnected. Sorry, I just need a few seconds. So, just to confirm that this is up and running. Up and running. Close Skype. Potentially download stuff. When? Okay, so yeah, I wasn't gonna do another stream this morning, but I remembered I wanted to like partially jam a game that I'm going to jam tomorrow at the Berlin Mini Jam with a friend. So I thought I would just get it started and record it, just so I can test that the archiving's working, and just to get like a sound check, so just so I have something recorded of myself so I know what I sound like. Also, it will be very interesting because I think for the first couple of videos, first lot of videos, it's probably going to be like maybe no one watching, in which case I kind of want to turn it into like a me talking to myself sort of a vibe as I like go along in the project, just kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a Dear Diary sort of thing. So I still need a bot, I still need all sorts of cool stuff, but I don't have it anyway. So I've got a fresh project here. Basically the game that I want to make with a friend of mine, Kian, is called Fuck You Speed Typing. It might not be speed typing, it might just be fuck you typing. So basically it's a typing game, except I think the kind of twist we want to add to it is that every like now and then like 2 letters get swapped. So it's not really so much about typing fast, it's about typing something but then concentrating on which letters have been swapped around. And I've never done a typing game, so it'll be quite interesting. So I've got a fresh project. I guess I'm just gonna like dive into it and set up stuff. Something that my friend taught me: never have the standard color. So I'm kind of imagining this is gonna be a space vibe. So let's have some space, i.e. black, and we'll set this to something a bit bigger. So I usually set it to 540 because it's kind of like a it's like a fraction of full HD, so it just kind of becomes easy to deal with. So let's do this with the Unity UI for the lulz. So I guess we want a standard canvas, and we want an image. So I guess this will be our dude, our enemy, and this will be us at the bottom. I'm kind of imagining it going like top down, very slow, sort of a vibe. There we go. Like very slow sort of a vibe. You're just a dude there, and you have little guys coming at you. They'll obviously need some text. Oops, sorry. I'll adjust the microphone. This is going to sound a little yuck for a bit, I'm sure. Actually, wait, I'm going to turn my speaker on. I'm just going to listen to my microphone scratching. Text. Oops, sorry. I'll adjust the microphone. This is going to sound a little yuck for a bit, I'm sure. Okay, back to work. So, enemy, you're obviously going to have some text somewhere. Like this is going to be like a really ugly demo. It's not going to look very pretty. I'm not going to do any art because I think my friend Kian can probably do art, or we can get some art sourced, like tomorrow at the jam. Yeah, I'm just going to use standard Arial. It'll be completely horrible, but we'll have the text there. So we add enemy script. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm running on a very slow computer, so this might actually take some time to load up because my Visual Studio is awfully slow. And I do apologize, I have a bit of a cold, so I'm sniffing and so on. If you cannot stand it, then maybe this is not going to be the VOD for you. So hold on. Oh, charming. So, basically, kind of what I'm thinking now, like programming wise, is that every enemy will have a, I guess, every enemy will have some piece of text, and then they'll have maybe like a progress bar of some sort, like to show, like, because it'll have to color it from like white to say red once you type the right letter in. And then there'll be some sort of central controller that's gonna have all the, gonna like detect all the keyboard inputs. It will, I guess, write that keyboard input to a, oh, there it is. Little tiny, don't ask me why that's like that. So, oh dear lord, okay, sorry, my computer is a bit messed, but it shouldn't get in the way too much. Using T-Engine UI, so we get the reference to the text. Text. Yeah, so this is, I mean, I'm a professional programmer, but this is probably going to be horrific for any real programmers out there, because I am under no circumstances doing this neatly. So kind of what I was thinking of doing is, boom, I'm going to have a string, so target word, or characters, because it actually might be a sentence. And let's see, target characters, and then we'll have the word text, and then it will update the word text and use the sort of rich text stuff to make sure that it's all correct. And then we'll have some sort of progress, like how many characters we are down the line. I'm kind of doing this all before I've done a sort of input controller as well, but we'll have to get to that when we get to that. But for now, we can kind of say, actually we can make this even public for now, because then we can just test that it's working. So we'll say word text dot text equals target characters. That's not actually what we want. Just string. Just call it text or not. So we get the target characters, and then we want it to be red. So the text equals, and so this is kind of the, I think this is the code. You go like FF0000FF. Actually, we don't even have to do that. We might need to do like a dot color. I'm going to quickly look it up and read my chat window. Text, rich text, color in font, rich text. They might even have like a color equals red or something. I just can't remember the exact format. Color, yeah, color equals blah blah blah. Perfect, that's all we needed. That is rockin'. So, if anyone's listening, I think there's one listener. If the one listener is listening, like, feel free to chip in and ask questions and so on. I should have this like written up somewhere, but like I said, I was just kind of impatient to like record this just to get like a vibe of what's going on. So then we're gonna go target characters dot substring, start from 0 and go up to progress. Then we want it to be, so we want this to be, it's all white, and then red is the ones that you've gotten. So these will be the ones that we've got. Don't think we need. Fuck it, and then then we want to change the color to be red, white, sorry. And then and then we'll do the characters from Grace +1. Okay, and we'll just take the rest of the string. So that should actually be the text. I don't even think we need that necessarily. Okay, let's make it one nice long thing. Why is this not liking it? Target character said int has some invalid. Oh, stupid of me. I swear I'm a professional. Okay, so we'll target characters. Set the text. So I think this should be like kind of the basic for the enemy. Where is he? Come on. So if we play, we should be able to mess around with the word order. Or it might break because I'm trying to substring a 0 length string. Yeah. I wonder if it'll stop breaking if I do this. Yeah. That's not quite what I wanted. Not quite what I wanted indeed. Is he using rich text? It is. I probably... Hold on, let's go back to that reference. Do we have... looking up Unity docs, the game. Oh, we need to do an end color. That's why. It's not... It doesn't know really how to interpret it. At least is what I assume it's going on. I sound very confident, I realize. But I actually have no idea what I'm doing. So, we end the color, and then we're gonna have to end the color again. So this should complete it all. Also, if string dots. So if it's null or empty, we do that. Else, oh, sorry, if it's null or empty, then we just obviously have it blank. But if there is, but there's another case that we've like somehow go over the progress. Else if progress is greater than target characters dot length. I'll just put a little warning out. These things can easily get you. I don't usually like program so that, especially when I'm prototyping, I don't usually program so that I try catch every single error that will come in the future, sort of thing. But these ones where you like don't check sizes of stuff, like bite you in the butt so often that I'm quite happy to let that go. Okay, wait, so actually, no, actually this is a bit dumb. If progress is greater than that, then we just set it to the max size. We just clamp it. What was I thinking? Where's that from? What was I thinking? I can't remember. It's some comedy though. I'm not trying to be like really rude to. Oh, it was a Dylan Moran stand-up skit, and he's imitating French people. Well, it sounded German to me, but I'm living in Germany now, so that makes sense. Progress equals math f dots clamp, because I'm too lazy to think about mins and maxes. Okay, so we definitely have something that will be in good range. And we have the text that will be proper. This should not break. Also, I don't want the skybox. Skybox annoying me. Gray. Make it gray. Gray and boring. Let's go. Alright, so... Of course, there's no text, so we can go... Oh wait, something's gone wrong. So if it's 1, okay, let's try A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, I know it's gone. I think this +1 is the problem. Yeah, I think it's designed to be that if these are the same, you'll get the full thing. It's like that -1 is the actual index it'll go up to, the length of it. Actually, don't listen to what I'm saying. It's 3 in the morning. I'm not really concentrating too much. Why is this erroring out? Why didn't I have line numbers? Oh, it's probably erroring out because the progress was progress +1, and it got to the very end, and even though it was a maximum, it was still saying +1. So we can go, actually, there we go, and then, so cool, you can tell how many things are doing. So, master prefab, and we'll create the input controller. It will not actually input controller. Input controller. So by the way, I don't want the stream to be much longer than another 20 minutes or so. Just like short and sharp. I want to keep the energy up. I don't want to just get like in a lull. I know exactly what I want to achieve this evening or this morning. I want to make it so that when you type, like if you have multiple enemies on the screen, there will like detect what input's been put in, and then maybe just destroy themselves or something at the end. But even that's like, destroying themselves is not that important right now. I mean, it's like a line of code, but it's more important that they're picking up the correct input. So I'm going to quickly look up, no, that's a dashboard, there we go. I'm going to quickly look up Unity get input typing stream. I'm just going to see if there's like something like this. Great spelling. See, there's like an input field. No, I'm probably just going to have to write like for loop that will read all data. But I do want to make sure that input controller, where am I? I do want to make sure that the input controller gets run first, because I want the input controller to run first, and then all of the enemy scripts to run. So it's kind of important that we have this guy in here, and we make him run earlier. Yeah. Perfect. So now if two keys are pressed at in the same frame, I guess that's just bad luck. It's just, we'll just go in alphabetical order. I can't be bothered to really think about it right now. Input stream. So this will be up. I'll call this new input characters, and to be good little programmers, we'll go get private set, because we only really want it set in here, and we also want it to be public, and we want it to be static because we just want anyone to pick it up, but it's only going to ever get like set from in here. So for integer I equals, so here's the tricky part, we need to go, I guess, lowercase, and I think it's if we convert this to an integer, that should I is less than or equal to z, and like I do want to have like special characters as well, commas and full stops and so on, but I guess for now I'm just gonna skip that, just get the basics running, and then like tomorrow or something I can put in the extra stuff. I++, let's do a full input dot. Let's just let's spam 26, get key down, yeah, let's get key down, I as a character. I wonder if I can just say, let's test this works first, and then I'll see if I can just put a char C in there, A less than Z, and say C++, Wait, doesn't this, can't we, oh, it needs to be a string? Lazy convert. This is not optimized code. So this should spam us a lot of like true, false, true, false, true, false. Oh god, what has science done? Science hasn't added it to the, oh no, it has. Okay, well that clearly didn't work. Is it doing anything? I mean, no, it didn't do a bloody thing. Okay. So let's see then. Can we just have I? Just put on I? Just I? That would be nice. Oh, it's not saving it because it's being a... Alright, let's try this again. This has like been my life for the last like 2 or 3 months where just like everything is not going right. Yay, okay, that looks like it works. Sweet. So let's see, we go controller. Basically I trust this will work. So and just so we can see what's going on, public string debug outputs. Excuse the sniffing. Sorry again. So if input got the get key down, so we get the character there. Boom, 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 boom. So get the character there, and if we do, then we just plonk it on. Plus equals. Yeah, let's be a little bit efficient. I say a little bit efficient. It's like the poorest excuse for efficient ever. Cool, JavaScript. Okay, so we have new input characters plus equals char string, and then we'll just we'll just do 1 at the end plus equals new input characters. Now at the top of the show, we want to make sure that we clear this input stream. I might actually do a string of characters rather than a list of characters rather than this thing that I've got going on now. So with luck we should have, yeah, this is kind of picking up, and I think the frame rate's probably fast enough that there won't be any problems going to. Let's check the profiler. Yeah, there's nothing going on, so it'll be fine. Sweet. And then so it's actually, this is pretty cool because now we can just sort of, let's just be good little coders. Void update text UI. This should be in like maybe some sort of UI like component, but I'm just kind of all lumping it into one, and I'll refactor later. Why do you so the new characters will all be what's happened this frame. So if there are multiple characters, it's actually kind of fair to check for all of them. Do you know, maybe I'll just do, no, that would be like really annoying for anyone who's there. So how long have I got? 15 minutes. Let's do this properly. So for each work, char c in import controller dot input characters. That work? Yeah. So then we can just have a look if target characters at progress. So I just want to make sure that's right. So if progress is 0, it means you've done nothing, which means the 0th character will be the first character, and that's exactly what we want. So equals c progress plus plus. So if you type 2 letters at the exact same time, no, it'll just register 1, and so we'll break out of this. And so, yeah, so that ought to actually, so if we, where's my, sorry, I'm looking for my browser, so I can just get like, rendered be as a cloud. Oh god, there's a lot of commas in this. Do you know what? Let's just take that. Let's just take that. I think that's good enough as the kind of enemy that we want. Boom. I wanted lonely as a cloud. So, oh dear, I haven't done spaces. Ooh la la. This is not going to work. This is going to break. Nope, yeah. I didn't do the space character either. Back to the code. So I knew I'd have to do punctuation as well. So let's do, hold on. No, surely we can cheat. Surely we can cheat. ASCII table. Like it's like the couple of characters after Z or after A or some shit. I remember this. Oh gosh, I actually remember this exact PNG from university. Okay, so we obviously have all of these. Okay, now I have the capitals. So what we really want is everything from space from 32 to 126, skipping out the sort of 65 to 90, but I think even if we do that, it'll be okay. YOLO, let's try it out, shall we? I'll probably do double types for so 32 to 126. We do have the space character. 126, and it's inclusive of 126. So let's see how that holds up. Have a look at the input controller. I should actually have, ooh dear, invalid. Input key named dir is unknown. That's probably the space that they're talking about. Okay, so let's work without that. I just want to see, maybe it's just the space character that we just have a special case. Nope. There's no percentage either. Oh dearie me. Okay. I have a better idea. Is it final? Const. I'm getting confused between my C++ and my C#. I haven't actually coded C++ for years and years since I was in university. I kind of went into Unity and just been C# Unity ever since. I kind of don't feel like a real programmer anymore, but even though I have to like solve, proper programming problems, like it doesn't feel quite so raw, but at the same time I've like willfully kind of done less programming and try to do more like art related stuff, more design and so on. Okay, so sorry, this is EFG. Let's sing the song. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. That was like childhood. So we need that, and we probably need that. Colon, semicolon. Oh no, that's backslash colon, backslash colon. Backslash colon, backslash. Wait. Oh, you're right. Backslash that. Probably need backslash that as well. Backslash question mark. Backslash. Nah, let's not do backslashes. Let's not do braces either. So that's kind of all the punctuation I think we'd want. let's throw those guys in as well for good measure. And space. Ooh, didn't like this. Okay, whatever. We just need it for the shortening, concatenation, apostrophe. So we just go plus C. But it didn't like the space, so this will probably shout at us again, and we'll have to put in a special case for that. Go back to Unity. There we go. Just in case magic will work. Magic of things working a second time. If you nope. Programming ain't magic. Programming's hard. I should actually probably make an array of all the input stuff, but fuck that shit. Just add a special case here. Go dot space. Add space. Okay, this is special cases. Oh, again, this habit of like putting the braces around here that my work's instilled in me. I get it for work, but I find them annoying sometimes. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose again whilst waking up anyway. Yay! Oh wait, so I wondered lonely as a space, lonely as a cloud. Ah. Oh wait, why didn't it do the full? Did I not get the full text? I wondered lonely as a cloud. Okay, the spaces were immediately... So basically I'm done. So basically I'm done, which is actually pretty cool, but... Sorry about that. I'm basically done. I immediately noticed that like the pressing of space is an interesting beast. I don't quite know how to represent that. So I will probably like have a look at Shaun of the Dead. Not Shaun of the Dead. Typing of the Dead. Which was a typing game recommended to me. It'll probably give me just a lot of the like, you know, simple, you know, the basics of a typing game, kind of the stuff that's would be obvious if you've played a typing game, which I haven't, which is a little bit stupid considering I'm making a typing game. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that, but I'm pretty stoked, I must say. So maybe even we can just in the enemy we just add a little. I'm gonna sneeze soon. I'm sorry. In the enemy we add. Oh dear me. Oh, my nose is so raw because I'm like blowing it the whole freaking day. Or the target character is equal to space. Okay, so this way we can actually ignore space bars, which I think will probably be the safest option, because then we can just go I wondered as oh, of course this wasn't going to work because we need to do it there. So we check those as space first, and then we just check the rest of the characters. Refresh the page after going live to check. Steam stream. Sorry, I'm just reading my stream thing. Stream configuration quality. But I'm a small time dude. I can't have. I'm gonna reset it. Might break the chat. Do apologize. I say the chat. There's no one in the chat, so it will break the chat that no one's looking at. So it said refresh low. Ooh. Oh, there. Oh, yeah, excellent. The one. Okay, I'm getting used to this, guys. I'm so sorry. And I have no viewers. Yes. So this is more just like for the VOD's sake really than my sake. Name, that didn't work. So actually let's see what's happening under the hood there. Oh god, the sniffing, so sorry. So if I press I, yeah, it should go to there, and then, oh, wondered, oh, it probably didn't as a, oh, I know what's going on. This is, the text is wrapping, and we actually just need to overflow. Cloud. And that's our reward for winning. Okay, I'm just going to fix this bug quickly, and then we'll go if progress equals target characters dot length. Okay, so that means we'll only check once we're done. Else, destroy self. And I'm doing this kind of as a, because then I can just put in whatever code I want later on to get it to like spawn sparkly effects or something on death or whatever. But for now, I'm just going to go destroy game object. Okay, so we can destroy the game object. So once we've reached progress, we'll destroy the game object. We'll always update this stuff. Great. And let's make 3 enemies. Oh, this one we want to set to. So I'm kind of like very excited to add like screen shake for every like button you press, like, and like particle effects blowing up and stuff. So this is like, but this is like, because I've literally started this half an hour ago, it's like not gonna get there today. I'm hoping to get there tomorrow. I'm hoping to stream it from the Jam site, but I checked with them and they weren't particularly positive about that, which is it's a bit shit. But you know, I'll post the progress for sure. I'll see if I can maybe record it locally, but my laptop's not very good at all. So get to the console, get to the chopper. Let's find more Shakespeare quotes. God, I need to get to sleep. It is 3:05. I said I'd be done by 3:15. Oh, that little apostrophe is gonna really irritate people, which I like even more. Oops. So kind of, I suppose as I'm talking here, the people who are watching, if anyone's watching, like feel free to chip in or say hi or whatever. Sorry, I'm talking, so I don't know what I'm actually doing. Text. So this one is learning a cloud that floats high over valleys and hills, and all at once I saw a crowd. No comments or anything. That's fine. The one apostrophe is going to be like the gotcha case. Screw you case. So the ideas are kind of, these guys will be like scrolling down really slowly, and you're going, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Oh damn, why aren't these guys aren't. Why, you know, what's your problem, bro? Is everything okay? Is everything alright there? Obviously not. Oh, that's a bit upsetting. Damn it, I thought I had this working. Okay, well, it teaches me to like run before I'm walking. Excuse me. So progress list and target characters dot length. Oh, that is bizarre. What am I doing wrong? am I doing wrong? So it's only affecting the first one. So yeah, so I press I, W, no. Oh, is it a capital W? No, not capital W? That it doesn't like? Oh, it is probably the capital. It doesn't like the capital. So I need to make that, obviously, like, case insensitive. Okay, so target characters dot to lower. Oof, that's not pretty at all. That's a really ugly way of doing this. This is not very performance smart, because it has to do that once for every enemy, for every character typed that frame. So like we'll do it 3 times a frame basically, which is well, actually that clever. There you go. And all at once I saw. This is me just typing badly. Crowd, boom. That floats on high over vales and hills, erd lonely cloud. I can actually see, like, I'm trying to type as fast as possible. Like, if you're not good at typing, it actually is quite tense. Maybe I'm getting get into typing games. Okay, that's disgusting, but I'll fix it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll fix it tomorrow. And, or do I want capital letters? Maybe you have to hold down shift. Maybe for a hard mode. For now, I'll just keep it like... Okay, this is actually bugging me too much. I'm just gonna do this once. Because it's like, I mean, this is very inefficient code, but that's like inexcusable. Okay, sweet. Okay, so that's I'm gonna wrap up there. What was that? Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up and I'll show the game at like full glorious resolution, almost full glorious resolution. For like, it's a promo shot, right? Wondered that and all at once. Yeah, that's a nice promo shot. Oh god, I'm not actually scaling the UI, but this is tomorrow's program. That's like the basic functionality, I think, for a typing game, I would imagine. And then from there you add, like, once you reached it, you want to obviously have enemies moving down to get, like, to do damage or to get close enough to you, or to... I mean, you can make some really interesting stuff where you, like, the ships, or maybe... I think there might have been a typing game like this, but if there isn't, I would like to make one where it's actually very... Actually, no, probably most typing games like this. It's actually very tactical which ones you go for, or maybe you need to, like... Oh, this is the one idea I had where I wanted to have a game where you actually have a ship, but you have to type in the commands. Like, you have to go, like... I mean, it'll be very blunt commands. It'll be like, turn left, and you'd be like, you like go to the left, or like fire right, and it would fire generally to the right, which I think would be pretty freaking cool, personally. Like, and it'll be like kind of a typing it, or maybe you just have the instructions there for go left, and that word is like, it's like a new 4-letter word every time. And like, if you want to go left and it says dog, you have to go dog, and then you'll go left. But like, you'll see it in like a little array of like instructions, and it's more... It's like typing, but instead of you're typing to destroy enemies, you're typing to control your ship. God, actually, I like that there. I think it would be fun. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Or you do it. You do it, and then you tell me about it. Because, yeah, I'll give my last little blurb. And I've like said it before on like my YouTube channel, which isn't that good. Don't check it out, please. It's embarrassing. It's kind of like, I'm happy to give ideas like that before working on them, because ideas are cheap, but it's the implementation that's really worth that's where the money is, you know, the money. That's like that's where a game is. Like, you have to make a game. You can come up with all the great ideas in the world. And the thing is, like, having a game where you're controlling your ship with typing, it could be really bad. It could be super, super bad. And there like been so many games where we thought it was great at first, and we're like, yeah, and we're like, this is gonna be big. And then you like spend 5 minutes implementing it, and you're just like, this is terrible. This is not gonna be big at all. So that's my sort of thought for the day, I suppose. Again, thanks so much for joining. Catch me on at Raxter Baxter, RAXTERBAXTER. If you somewhat enjoyed this video, I hope they'll get better. I hope that I had enough energy. It is a bit late, so I'm a bit probably tired. And I did have a bit of alcohol earlier on, and that's worn off. So I'm like kind of starting to, like, I'm on the downer from the alcohol high, so to speak, and I'm tired. So that probably is not boded too well. So hopefully this test went great. Next time I'll have a chat bot, and it'll like introduce new people. So to the one viewer right now, thanks for tuning in. And for anyone else watching the VODs, I love you. I mean, and the guy tuning in as well, I love you too. But yeah, stay awesome. And there's the stop button. Goodbye.